Good morning. Good morning, people. So, yeah, we got a hot ass UU battle here this morning. I have my Mega Absol, my Swampert, my Entei, my Porygon 2, my Noivern, and my Infernape. And I just want to say that I actually love this team, and I love mixed Mega Absol. It's very good. I run Fire Blast, Ice Beam, Knockoff, then the Superpower. And then my opponent over there, just saying, I love this team. But my opponent over there has Torkoal, Venusaur, Heliolisk, Flygon, Arcanine, and Mantine. So clearly he's, as you can see, bringing out the Sun team over there. So as he starts off the battle with his Torkoal with the Sun, he's gonna switch out into his Arcanine there. And I'm gonna actually get up my rocks here very fast. And oh, by the way, as you can maybe hear in the background, I have a battle scene of Madara taking on the entire Ninja War in the background. And just want to say, shouts out to Madara. He's a monster, godlike person. So yeah. So as we get back to the battle, Arcanine is gonna Flare Blitz my incoming Swampert, who I switched in after getting up rocks, and I have leftovers on my Swampert. My Swampert is pretty much here for also getting up rocks and scolding people. Also Earthquake I have on them, and also I have Roar. And Roar is pretty much good for situations where, to get out those mobs that you don't want in, especially like now I roar people around and I roar people into rocks, and I do a lot of residual damage throughout the battle. And then Pokemon like Absol or Entei or Noivern can come in late game and just win the battle. So this roar is pretty much a good thing on this team, especially with Swampert. Mega Swampert's a beast. I love Mega Swampert, or not Mega Swampert, but regular Swampert. Mega Swampert's okay. But yep, I'm gonna scold the Torkoal here as he rapid spins and gets rid of my rocks here. I'm gonna get back a little bit of HP from the leftovers here, and pretty much his Torkoal is now at about half health, and that's pretty much good for me. As he withdraws the Torkoal, I'm pretty sure maybe the right play here would probably be to get back up rocks. I wasn't sure what I did for sure, but yeah, getting up rocks was maybe the play I would think to do. So I guess I did it right even the second time there. So I went ahead and got up my rocks here as he brings in his Flygon. And as he brings in his Flygon, he's gonna Dragon Claw me, and that's not gonna pretty much do nothing to Swampert. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the Scald off and try to get the burn. And I don't get a burn, unfortunately, but Swampert's out there, being Swampert, being a warrior. So he's gonna go for the Dragon Dance here. And like I said, this is a good time to have the Roar, because Roar is pretty much good move to knock out those mobs who are trying to set up, and also to get that residual damage if you got rocks up and out. So he's gonna Dragon Dance here, and as I go for the Scold, I try to get another burn, and I don't. So at this point here, I'm gonna try to. I would think that I would actually try to get the Roar here, because even at +1, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna knock out my Swampert, as he doesn't. So I end up roaring out the Flygon and bringing in Arcanine here, who's going to take he's going to take 25% damage from the rocks, as my Swampert's here at his last health, down to his last little bit. The Sun is the way. I get a little bit of HP back from the leftovers, and at the same time I'm gonna take some burn damage. So my Swampert's pretty much at his end's peak there, but I'm gonna switch out into my Entei, because maybe I can sack off my Swampert later in the battle if need be, especially if he don't have to die now 100%. It's like no reason to let him go. So my incoming Entei is gonna take a E-Speed. As he takes an E-Speed, he's gonna bring in Mantine, who's gonna take a whole bunch of damage from rocks. Like I said, rocks are very important in battle. So as you can see, a lot of his mobs are already down very much, like to about 60% or less. So I'm gonna E-Speed the incoming Mantine and do another E-Speed as he goes for the default to get rid of my rocks once again, and also gets rid of his rocks. He E-Speeds again and defaults away our rocks, and he actually gonna switch out his Mantine here back into his Arcanine. As he does that, he gets the Intimidate off on my Entei as I go for another E-Speed here. to get him a little bit under half health, so that's good. They were weakening this Arcanine down a lot. He could have Morning Sun, which can be kind of tough and scary, so I'm gonna bring in my Swampert here, and just as I predicted, he does have Morning Sun, and he's gonna get his health back up here, and I'm gonna get a little bit of health back for my Swampert, so I'm not gonna go down to this burn here. And at this point, I'm probably gonna get knocked out by E-Speed, I want to say, and I do. And so I was probably gonna try to get a Rocks there, if anything. But at that point in the battle, it's to the point where Arcanine could just, or I forgot what I was even, sorry, but yeah, I got E-Speeded and knocked out here. So I'm gonna bring out my Entei here, and he's gonna switch out into his Torkoal, and he's gonna get back his Sun up, and this Sun is gonna be kind of annoying here, because if you look at his mons, he has Heliolisk and Venusaur, which benefit from the Sun very well, because his Venusaur has Chlorophyll, and his Heliolisk probably has solar power. So I'm gonna switch out my Entei here and bring back in my Infernape, my boy Malakin 4. I actually have like different sets of Infernape, and my Malakin number 1 is pretty awesome, but then I have Malakin 2 and 3, and this is number 4, who is pretty much good for this team here. Pretty much a rock set, Choice Bandit. Is he Choice Bandit? I believe, yeah, this one is Choice Bandit. Choice Bandit with like Mach Punch, Fire Punch. And yep, Malakin 5. Yeah, you'll see Malakin 5. He's actually on the OU team, so he's pretty tight. So you'll see him in the future. But yep, I'm gonna get up Rocks again and switch out into my Entei here, as he brings in his Arcanine. He's gonna do a Flare Blitz, and Entei is just gonna eat that up. And that's gonna be not very effective at this point. His Arcanine here has about 75% health, so he's gonna switch that out. And he's gonna bring in his Venusaur here, who, like I said, has his Chlorophyll, so he's gonna be doing, his speed is outrageous here. So I'm gonna switch out my Entei and go right back into my Malakin 4, Mr. Infernape, Shiny Infernape. He's the only one that's shiny, by the way. So I'm gonna take a Sludge Bomb here and get knocked out. So RIP. So like I said, this Venusaur is just fast as fuck, so I'm gonna oh sorry, this Venusaur is just fast, so I'm gonna bring out my my Entei here to take a Sludge Bomb, and I believe I went for the Sacred Fire there, but I thought I would be faster. This is where I pretty much picked up on, like, oh yeah, like Venusaur has Chlorophyll, so yeah. So besides that, yep, I probably should have E-speeded maybe. So he's gonna go for another Sludge Bomb and actually get my Noivern down to about 25% health. And as you can see, this will come in. It's a play later in the battle, because this, yeah, outrageous. But yeah, I'm gonna do an Air Slash and knock out that Venusaur. Thank God that thing's a monster. And as he brings in his incoming Heliolisk, I'm actually going to sub out my Noivern here and go into my Porygon 2, who is now not shiny. We have made him not shiny, but so shouts out, probably the last time we'll see shiny Porygon 2 on this team. Maybe another one in the future will be shiny, but yeah, my boy Decimal Porygon 2, Eva Light, he's a monster, a beast, bulky, just monster. Also has Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball recovery, so pretty much standard set. So he's gonna bring this Flygon and U-turn out into his Torkoal to get the Sun back up, probably for the final time. And as he brings that in, I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam, and I'm gonna straight knock out this Torkoal here. So that'll be his last time being up. So he's gonna after getting his Torkoal knocked out, he's gonna bring in his Heliolisk here. And after he brings in his Heliolisk, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go straight for the Tri-Attack. And as he goes for the Focus Blast, and I pretty much, I don't know why, every time I face someone using Focus Blast, even though it's only 70% accuracy, it like always hits me. And I just don't know why. Like it hits me 2 times in a row here. So as you can see, my Porygon 2 goes down to 2 straight Focus Blasts in a row, and that's his Heliolisk is taking damage over there. I'm gonna bring in my Shidaville, my mixed Absol set. Actually, in this battle, she didn't do too much at all, because I brought her in pretty much late and at a bad time, and I didn't know that this Heliolisk was this fast, or maybe scarfed or what, but he goes for a third straight focus blast, and what do you know, hits it once again, and it actually goes down to the solar power there. So my last Pokemon left is Noivern, and he pretty much has that Mantine, that Arcanine, and I believe no, not Heliolisk, but who Flygon left. Yep. So he has those 3 left. So I'm gonna go I'm actually gonna take an E-speed here, and as you can see, I freaking like go down to 1 HP. So shout out to Noivern for being a champ here, and staying in the game, and just hanging on to by a little thread and just staying alive. So I'm gonna knock out that incoming Arcanine after the E-speed fails to kill me. Then his Flygon here is gonna actually come in and get knocked out by Air Slash, and I am Choice Specs, by the way. I'm Choice Specs Noivern. So I knocked out his Arcanine, knocked out his Flygon, and his Mantine's gonna come in and die to rock. So shout out to Noivern on 1 HP, pulling out the dub here. So yep, shouts out to that, guys. And yep, so that was a good UU battle, 1-0, very close game with my boy JcM5. I forgot where we met up at, but yeah, like it might have been 6 Foot Hacks Discord maybe, or it might have been the Battle Hub, one of those two. But yep, so yep, 2 videos on the end screen, guys, and yeah, goodbye.